Back now to our coverage of the search for the missing Titan submersible. Officials now saying we are nearing the critical 96-hour mark when oxygen is expected to be depleted. Rescuers, they are working around the clock to find this vessel, and they're searching the depths of the ocean just over 13,000 feet in an area twice the size of Connecticut. So that gives you the span here. It's almost like finding a needle in a haystack.
Right.
This morning, they've entered a new phase of desperation. The 5-member crew, missing since Sunday, is running dangerously low on oxygen.
Yeah, and while officials hold out some hope here of saving those 5 souls, there are questions about whether the right safety standards were followed before the dangerous mission was launched. Here's the head of the Submarine Committee of the Marine Technology Society.
There are 10 submarines in the world that can go 12,000 feet and deeper. Out of those 10, all of them are certified except the OceanGate submersible.
You believed this expedition would be too dangerous without being certified?
Yes.
That says a lot right there.
Yeah.
Joining us now, Roger Garcia, Director of Operations at FIU's underwater facility Aquarius. He is a dive safety officer, a dive medic, and a 20-year veteran of U.S. Navy diving operations. Good of you to be with us, sir. We thank you. Let's get right to the pressing question that everybody wants to know. Do you believe the rescue is still possible? Have they run out of time?
Yeah, it's a very good question. You know, I'm sure everybody hopes for the best, of course, but you know, quite frankly, what I do know about the submarine concerning its size, as far as its length and its diameter, obviously, we're all aware that it's a very small space. So taking that into account, you know, when you think about the possibility that they lost power, that means there's likely no way to remove carbon dioxide from that environment. So with 5 people in that environment breathing all the time, maybe even anxious, getting nervous, scared about what's going on, you know, the heartbeat's going to pick up, the respirations are going to pick up, they're going to use more oxygen, obviously more carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide levels are going to rise very rapidly. And in such a small space, really, that's going to happen quickly and honestly, probably much quicker than what people are thinking, that they have 96 hours. I find that, you know, hard to believe, hopefully. But, you know, when carbon dioxide levels get to about 5% within an enclosed space.
Right. Hey, Roger, let me just step in really quick. As a dive medic, and again, you didn't work for this company, but when people go down, do you teach them the techniques to try to preserve that oxygen should you get in an emergency situation? I mean, would they even be aware of what to try to do to save their lives at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good question. We do, in fact, teach people that when you go down on the water and dive, that you want to breathe normally. You know, especially even if you're working hard, we want you to have situational awareness about your breathing. You know, make sure you're not breathing too fast, too much. So that's true. That's correct.
We've been talking about this in the newsroom. We know that GPS doesn't work underwater, but isn't there some sort of EPIRB or a black box that could emit a signal? Or are you too far deep that it just wouldn't reach?
Yeah, that's a fair question. You know, like I said, I don't know how they designed this submarine and what backups they have. But to your point, though, you know, there could have been maybe a possibility that there could have been a device, you know, once they were developing operational procedures, maybe there could have been a device that could have been released. You were having problems that goes to the surface and then starts sending a signal of your last position. That's a real possibility that they could have looked into. Sure.
Yeah, so I mean, we were seeing some information that they were using some kind of a controller from a video game. I mean, it almost seems like this was kind of rigged in a really odd way.
That I agree. I think that is an odd way. You know, I would say this, you know, it's not uncommon for an ROV operator or a submersible pilot, you know, to operate the vehicle with some sort of joystick. But, you know, to your point, it should be more industrial. You know, from what I saw, it did look just like a standard game controller, and that's really odd. Yes.
All right, in real short answer, yes or no. As a dive expert, would you take a trip in this thing?
only if I was sure that they followed the right testing and construction guidelines. Yes.
That didn't sound like a yes,
an
though.
apprehensive answer there. Thank you, sir.
Fair enough.
All right. Roger
Yes.
that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much for your time.